That is very crazy. What up, though, Lions fans? Oh my goodness. That's on me. I was sitting up there talking and did not realize that yeah, it was still in the preview mode. So that is on me 100%. So as you know, the Motor City Cats back at it. Came to give you stats, not static. Whatever you do, make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. Tactical Spork says, before we kick this off, I have a question for you, Don P. What products do you use in your beard? I've been retired for 3 years and my beard looks pathetic. Help a brother out. Brother, I'm going to help you out. Nothing. Nothing, bro. This is all natural. You know what? The thing that I use the most, if I use anything, is just conditioner. So, like, one of the ones I like to use, is one that my wife gets, is goat milk conditioner. And, it doesn't have to be leave-in conditioner. I leave it in anyway, even if it's the kind that you wash out, I might just take it and use it as like some grease or whatever. I'll use the conditioner the same way. So that's how I maintain it whenever I do it. Obviously, I don't do it as often as I should, but it's just because it's just, I wake up like this, baby. You know what I'm saying? I wake up like this. Yeah. So, yeah. So the short answer is I don't do a whole lot to it. It's just it's genetics, man. It is what it is. Phil, yeah. So I got the question, so I had the answer. Y'all my people. You know what I'm saying? All right. So before we kick this off, I just want to introduce us once again because everybody enjoyed it yesterday. And it means a lot to us because
the champ is here. The champ is here.
Yes, sir.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
All right, so anyway, listen. The NFC North champs are here. And in this way, you have to look to the Packers, the Vikings, and the Bears, and you have to tell them to suck it. And you have to tell them that if the race for the NFC North goes anywhere close to how it went this year, it's going to go the same way next year, and you have about 360 days before you can even dream of calling yourself the Kings of the North. But what would probably happen, it would probably work out the same way, is that the Detroit Lions would probably win the North again. So instead of just being back-to-back, we would be back-to-back-to-back. I think the Detroit Lions will run the North for the next 5 years. We'll start with 5, and then we'll see where we're at from there. Dope boy Steve, what up though? Division sweep for sure. That's why we're the Kings. See Phil, I don't do makeup, man. Look, I just wake up like this. You know what I'm saying? It's the genetics, black don't crack, all of that, man. I don't. Shannon Sharp wears makeup. Most people wear makeup when they're on the big networks and things like this. Said last year I cried, this year I laughed. I promise that if the Detroit Lions get to the Super Bowl, there will probably be some tears. If the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure I'll be crying on air. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I've been waiting my whole life for this, baby. Oh God. So it'll probably be some tears. All right. So there's a topic. I know we're here to talk about the Kirby Joseph Defensive Player of the Year odds. That is the main topic. Hold on. Let me check that my microphone is good. Yeah, my microphone's good. All right, I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit more. So that's the main topic. And also, Tactical Sport, appreciate you. I did share the stream once I saw your message. I thought I was talking to you before. Because the way my bank account is set up is the check-ins and the savings. If you know, use the hashtag. So sometimes when I come from OBS, I click the manage stream, and sometimes it just goes directly into it. It says start streaming, and you click it, it just goes live. At other times, like today, what happened was I clicked it. I'm thinking, okay, is this going to go straight into live? No, it added another step where I had to click go live. Right? So like now when I'm looking at my OBS, there's a button that still says go live, but because I hate to click go live on the YouTube studio, it happens sometimes. So this is why I started out the show like 8 minutes late. I thought I was starting on time, and I was talking for 8 minutes to no one. So this is what happened today. Doughboy Steve, Discord is a messaging app. That's it. And basically you have it's like a forum. So you've got different chat rooms and things of this nature. So right now we have Lions chat, we have mailbox questions, and we have show topics. So obviously the show topics we're going to get more into during the off season, because right now the topic of the day is the Detroit Lions and the playoffs and the bye week and all of those things. They write each other. I mean, they write themselves. There's no thought that has to go into it. Obviously, preparation and getting certain facts and certain news items and things of this nature, yes, that's what we do. But what are we going to talk about today is not a question that I ever asked myself during the regular season, during the postseason, and all this stuff. So, in the off season, we'll use that to, you guys can tell me some sleepers you got in the draft that you want to see me talk about, break down some film or whatever the case may be. So we'll try to make it very, the off season, you get into the lulls, you crave the Lions content and it's not there. So that's where, it's going to be like a collaborative effort for you guys. Tactical Sport says, with 7 out of 9 away games next year being outdoors, if we go undefeated on the road, can we get rid of the narrative that we are a dome team? I think we've already gotten rid of that narrative. I guess maybe they'll be like, oh, with the national media, oh, anybody can beat teams 3 times outside, but can you do it? Can you do it 17 times? Detroit Lions, can you cut off the dome of Ford Field and become a real outdoors team? Because, you play in Detroit, you're supposed to have the snow like Buffalo. Really, you soft. They find things. They find narratives. You can't impress. Yeah, it happens sometimes. What up, though, Motor City Maniac? Nice to see you here. Go Lions for sure. All right, so we got a topic that I might get canceled for. So strap in and stay tuned, because we're going to get right into it. Now, I don't know if you guys understand the level of pettiness that goes into being a Vikings fan. And I'm pretty sure that everyone has heard about the Joy Taylor situation, unless you've been living under a rock. If you don't know the Joy Taylor situation, I'll tell you. If you don't know who Joy Taylor is, I'll also tell you. So let me take a moment for anybody that doesn't know what's going on with Joy Taylor. Okay? Okay, don't be scared. We have a bye week. There's enough time to be scared this week or next week. This week we chilling. Okay? So I feel like everybody knows the Joy Taylor situation, right? Okay. So we know that Joy Taylor she was mentioned in a lawsuit that was filed by, who was it filed by? Some woman, Nasreen Faraji or something like that. Okay. And it basically was filed by, there you go, Tactical Sport. It was filed by this woman against Skip Bayless. So basically, in this lawsuit, it alleges that Joy Taylor slept her way to the top, which whatever you want to say about that is, she did what she did and she took her opportunities. She did whatever. The most upsetting part about this situation was she allegedly told this woman that if she were caught hatching this plan, then she would allege that the person that she was voluntarily sleeping with to get to the top was actually taking things by force. Okay, now that's the first part that I need to put out there. Okay, and it's important to what we're talking about with these Vikings fans. And I'm going to read the tweets because I don't want to be in any way off base. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I don't want to leave anything out. So there's this fan. Her name is Viking Vanessa, and if you don't want your at given out publicly, then don't talk on Twitter. I don't know. I don't think it's my job to protect you on Twitter. You're in a public platform and you're talking. So Viking Vanessa says, I had the unfortunate experience of attending the Lions and Vikings game on Sunday. This was my fourth stadium to visit this season, and the experience was horrendous. Some of these male Lions fans were raised by wild animals. Continued. I wear football shoulder pads, and I lost count of how many men hit my pads as I walked by. I had my horns taken from my head, and some good fans had to chase them down. I was physically blocked from being able to walk so that I could have obscenities screamed inches from my face. One man acted like he was going to punch me in the face and came centimeters from my mouth. I was called a biatch, a whore, a fat ass, and countless other names. Total classless crap. Security laughed and turned their back. You won, Detroit. No need to be assholes. Then she ats the NFL. At NFL, this was the experience for countless women in Detroit, including players' wives and girlfriends, who are sharing their experiences on TikTok. Something needs to be done for the safety of opposing female fans at Ford Field. Kelly Stafford energy is the first thing that we think. If you guys are not familiar with Kelly Stafford, she's a very famous, very French hashtag. If you know, use the hashtag. Okay. Kelly Stafford, if you were living under a rock, made all types of accusations which made no damn sense about the Detroit Lions fans booing her children when she came back to Ford Field. Last year, we thought that we were only going to have one playoff game in Detroit because Brad Allen screwed us out of a victory in Dallas. But it worked out because Dallas got that ass beat, and we had 2 playoff games in Detroit. The 2 playoff games in Detroit, the only accusations that were levied were by Kelly Stafford, who said that we booed her children. It is a far cry from physical assault of females by males, which is what is being alleged here. It's all Vikings fans. The Vikings fans are also the people that said, who carried along the narrative, right? So it was started by Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams, and then it was carried on by the Vikings fans. They championed the Kirby is dirty movement. So how are these things related to Joy Taylor? I'm looking at both of them being in situations that they don't want to be in. For example, if it's Joy Taylor getting caught doing what she's doing, then she's going to say someone did something to her. And it's the Vikings fan situation. You got caught getting your ass beat. You got caught with the BTA. Now you have to levy accusations of nefarious behavior by the male fans in Detroit. With these situations, and it's the timing of it all, how are we to believe you? I'm not saying that 100% it did not happen, but with this very public situation that came out with Joy Taylor, and there people historically being able to make accusations and not face any scrutiny, I don't understand how I'm supposed to believe you in this situation, because no one has ever said it before. The Vikings fans, by all accounts, were very loud, very obnoxious. They were downtown in Detroit trying to get skull chants going across the city. Came in my stream talking about some skull, clap, clap, skull before the game started, or as the game was getting underway. Very silent after that, quiet as church mice. And now players' wives and girlfriends started a movement to talk about how poorly they were treated. And now random female Vikings fans are coming out of the woodworks to say, oh, it happened to me too. I just can't buy it. Call me insensitive. I'm just looking at evidence. So Ford Field's been open since what, 2005? So for 20 years, this hasn't been a problem. And now just because we're 15-2 and we're the back-to-back, it's like act like you've been there before, right? We're the back-to-back NFC North champions. We've been there before. This game was for the NFC North, just like it was for the bye. We've been the NFC North champion before. We were actually defending our championship, if you didn't know. So it's not an act like you've been there before situation. So I just want to get you guys' opinions because I do not buy it. And that may just be me. I'll see what you guys have to say in the chat. Oh, Motor City Maniac, appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Appreciate the share on the community YouTube page, man. Big Wolf Status says, I know what he's talking about or is about. No, it's not about the pregnant woman. So the pregnant woman is a different story. Apparently, a diehard Vikings fan, I think his name is Sir Death or something, claimed that his 8-month pregnant girlfriend was pushed down the stairs, or they tried to push her down the stairs. And as Braylon said, that you probably need to do a better job protecting your woman. If she's 8 months pregnant, it's of course the hearsay situation is just like, I don't know if it's for clout, if you're that upset, if you're that angry about a game that you lost, because ultimately that's what it is. It's ultimately a game. We love it and it means a lot to us. But ultimately, it's not something that you are participating in. Crowd noise, home field advantage, yes, that's something. But I just don't. What are the grounds on which we should believe you without concrete evidence? In the wake of these other accusations that are floating around Twitter, and you are using Twitter to put out your opinion or your whatever you call it, your story. How am I to believe you? This is my question. Tactical Sports says that doesn't even sound remotely plausible. Also, boo them kids. All right, Brian Meadows. How come no other opposing fans, especially division rivals, have ever come out and said this before? This is a questionable accusation. You see, this is what I mean, right? If it was something that happened all the time, like something much more lighthearted, the Los Angeles Rams fans aren't real people and they don't actually exist, because when you go to LA, the other team's fans take over the stadium, right? So it's well documented that you guys are apathetic and you don't really care about the team, right? Well documented. It's well documented that the Bills Mafia, very, very passionate. Well documented that the Detroit Lions fans travel very well and they take over stadiums. Not well documented at all, the Detroit Lions fans harass females when you come to Detroit. Not documented, never before mentioned. As I said, Kelly Stafford energy, but to a much more nefarious degree. That's all I'm saying. What up, though, J-Rod? 1-6. Precision Standing says, what up, though? What up, Don? Back-to-back division champs. That is right. 100% back-to-back. There's Tactical Sports says there's cameras all over Ford Field. If it happened, video will come out. And if some Lions fans did that, prosecute to the fullest extent of the law, but I highly doubt it happened. You know, the most ridiculous part about this is the claims that security laughed in your face. Now, listen, man. There are a lot of stupid people. I get it. And when people get liquor in them, they get even stupider and crazier. Were these security guards liquored up? Because the security guard's job is to keep order and protect people, provide security. So if you are supposed to provide security to me, and I go and I tell you that these incidents are taking place, I don't expect you to laugh in my face. And I, on the outside, listening in, hearing your story, also don't expect security to laugh in your face. So when you tell me that this happens, I tell you, impossible. Because the people that are doing the job of security get paid. Obviously, they need the money. I don't think they got so caught up in the Lions beating the Vikings for the second time this season, for the sixth time in the last 7 tries. Again, act like you've been there before. You've been to Detroit. Okay? You've been there, and you don't win there. And then when we go to Minnesota, we beat that ass too. So what is it? What was it about this past Sunday that caused all of these dudes to just lose their minds? That's the thing. Like, you're in the division. We play you twice a year. You come to our stadium every single year. If you are married to a player, if you are a player's girlfriend, okay, let me take that back. If you're married to a player and you've been married for quite some time, you most likely have been to Detroit in the stadium before. If you are a player's girlfriend, I don't know when you showed up. Okay, I don't know if you started this year, you've been a long-term girl, I don't know. But you had so many opportunities to run into these people who were raised in a barn. What actually prevented them from doing this before? And why did it become such a thing on Sunday? What was it about Sunday? That's the thing. So I can't understand. Phil says 6-0, Lions are a different team every week. So I guess like our fans are different fans every week too. And we just lost our minds. I just wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to have the discussion because, others were skipping over it, and I know, I'm a smaller creator, so I don't really have to worry about being canceled. You know what I mean? But Phil says Lions set games up weeks in advance, 100%. But if you haven't chimed in and you want to chime in on it, please feel free. Because I just thought it was really ridiculous, and I just think I think people need to stop using certain situations because it ain't always that, it ain't always that, and just acting like it's just a bunch of Neanderthals running around and you're being targeted because you're a woman. I don't, again, Yeah, let me see some of those Lions fans come out and be like verified Lions fans, real Lions fans, not like AI, to come out and be like, yeah, I chased after someone and took the horns and she's 100%. Like if the Lions fans that chased after these people come out and verify that come out and verify your story. Okay, you put it on Twitter, you're adding the NFL, all of this craziness, right? So let them come out, verify your story. If they do, then I'm wrong. I doubt they will, but there's a possibility. All right. Let's get to the Kirby Joseph situation. Before we get that, let me go back to something I said earlier that y'all didn't actually hear. I'm sure you know by now, Dan Campbell stepped to the podium and he gave updates on injured Lions players. Updates were positive, updates were negative. The one that I wasn't even aware needed an update was Derek Barnes. Derek Barnes is not expected to return. I didn't think he was expected to return anyway. I was pretty sure that he was out for the year. Carlton Davis, probably not coming back. Okay? Now, there's going to be talks in the offseason of whether we should re-sign Carlton Davis or not. I've made it clear. I made it clear maybe before the Houston game, for sure the Houston game, that we needed to re-sign him and we need to make it a priority. David Montgomery expected to play in the divisional against whoever it is that we play. And it would range from the Rams to the Packers. Yeah, because the lowest seed remaining plays us. So it would range. The Rams are 4. The the Vikings are 5. The Commanders are 6, and the Packers are 7. So those 4 teams is our range of opponents. Hold on. About the pregnant lady. Yeah, the guy is a super fan. Vikings, he did it for clicks. Okay, boom. Phil says he did it for clicks. Lions fans are crazy. I mean, it's Detroit. I feel you, but it's just that Joy Taylor thing, bro. Like, this is why you attacked me, because I'm a female. You know what I mean? Like, and we know that accusations can be made. Men's lives have been ruined. And even though it comes out later on that these were completely false accusations, like, what's the dude's name? Brian Banks. Was it Brian Banks who had his career ruined because there was an accusation made, and even after he got out of prison, nothing was done to the person who made the accusation, who admitted to lying and falsifying the accusation. Phil says, talk crap and hide behind your pregnant girl. Brave man. Motor City Maniac says, if reports are legit and on stadium camera, charges should have been filed. Right. Exactly. Right. So you shouldn't be on Twitter trying to win the battle of public opinion. If this actually happened and you petitioned Ford Field for footage and you said, okay, and you met with security personnel and chiefs or whatever, then this is something that should have already been taken care of. Just like, Fahad, I think it was Fahad, who ran on the field and, didn't run on the field, who had the altercation, on the field with Matt LaFleur. The NFL got behind that really quickly. And they took his season tickets. So these people, facial recognition, all these things are used in stadiums. If it comes to that, then we know that it's the truth. If it doesn't, then we know this is false. And with all these women supposedly sharing their experiences on TikTok and social media, then it already should have been addressed, because there's enough of an uproar for this to be a serious matter. If there's truth to it, then it would be serious. It is Tuesday night. The game happened on Sunday night. If nothing is said by tomorrow, bro, I mean, it is what it is. Phil says no one is going to attack a woman at Ford Field. We also need to resign Zeitler. Yes. Also, Zeitler is he's got a positive update. I don't know how positive it is. Him and Terrion Arnold. I know Terrion Arnold has said on his own IG that he was playing. Also, DJ Reader said this. I'm just saying we have to be that game that DJ Reader missed. I think it was against the Packers, right? Also, DJ Reader said he was playing. He had a shoulder injury. He said he was playing. Terrion Arnold has said that he's playing. Again, if he's not cleared, he has a foot contusion. Like I said, it didn't look that bad to me. So I don't know what the contusion was. But if he says he's playing, just based off how it looked, I would say he's going to play. Okay. But again, players have said this before and they've been held out. So him and Zeitler, positive, but Dan Campbell said he doesn't know if they're going to play or not. Derek Barnes, Carlton Davis out. They're not coming back at any point during the Super Bowl run. And they asked about Aidan Hutchinson. He said, again, Aidan Hutchinson has a season-ending injury. However, if anyone could do it and come back from an injury that's supposed to be season-ending, it is Aidan Hutchinson. And he's not going to count him out. All right. Lions need to go sign Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. I mean, we talked about this. We talked about this yesterday, right? So if you are Ben Johnson and you don't want to go to dysfunction, the only situation available to you of the head coaching jobs would probably be Las Vegas. And I only say Las Vegas because Tom Brady is involved. And the other one is New England. Because of the presence of Tom Brady, and Tom Brady is going to actually be a part of the Raiders coaching search because he understands organizational function. You could look there, and also because he comes from New England and they really understand organizational function for a long time. Okay, they were the model of organizational function. Those are the only two places that I could say Ben Johnson could go to if he wants not dysfunction. That's it. Right? Jaguars, dysfunctional. It's a dysfunctional situation. You have the head coach be fired and the owner tell you publicly that the next head coach hired will report to me, not the GM. The GM who you don't want to fire. Now, I guess he could still get fired. But as it stood yesterday, he wasn't, and this is what the owner said. And then, of course, you've got the Jets, and you know what kind of dysfunction is going on there. You got the Bears. Very dysfunctional. The Bears are what the Lions used to be. So I don't see I don't see too many options. So let me catch up on some of your comments. Doughboy C says most every dude / fan I know would F a MFer up. Doesn't matter who they root for if a woman was assaulted. For sure. It's and that was what I was getting at. Okay? Because of the Joy Taylors of the world, there are going to be women who are something did happen, but you're reluctant to believe it the more outlandish that it sounds. It doesn't matter how outlandish that it is. If it sounds that way, there's cause for pause. And you're just sitting there like, I don't know. I want to believe, Arf says, I find it hard to believe anyone would harass an 8-month pregnant woman. And he also agrees with Doughboy. Big Wolf Stud says, a lot of Detroit injuries have come from friendly fire. Yeah, that was AQM, who, again, I watched the replay. I don't even know what happened. When I was looking at the injury, the replay of the injury, I didn't understand what I was looking at. You know how generally when you see an injury, you can be like, oh, that twisted. oh, that snapped, that broke, oh, that body part ain't where it's supposed to be. You know, those types of things. Oh, that was a non-contact injury. Like, I could understand that. But when I was looking at the Terrion Arnold injury, I didn't know what I was looking at. Motor City Maniac says, Doughboy Steve 100, especially if she was pregnant. Yes, for sure. Okay, so how many of you have rewatched the big plays from the game at least 5 times now? Smash that like button, everyone. Share, subscribe. Hit the like button for our boy Donald P. It's actually not Donald. It is Donovan, actually, though. But for sure. Doughboy C says, because of the cried wolf. And that's the thing. As more people cry wolf, less people are likely to get like behind you. That's the thing. Like the movement is hurt by the Joy Taylors of the world. What about Stephen A. Smith and Kimberly A. Martin? I remember that being an argument, but is this something else alleged in the lawsuit that I'm not getting at? What up, though, TaylorMade Media? Phil says Hutch and Anzo, now TA, all friendly fire. Yes. Yeah. But Hutch and Anzo things were broken. At least there's nothing broken with TA. But like I said, if you can go back and look at that injury on tape and tell me what you saw, please let me know. Because like I said, I didn't know what I was looking at. The high here tomorrow is 10. The high here right now is 69. Pause. No, 70. 76. Okay, it just changed. Yeah, 76 right now. Okay, damn. Raider Nation, the fans demanded that Antonio Pierce was fired. That's wild. What about Kimberly Martin being the most horrific analyst on ESPN? I think that has less to do with what the Vikings fans are alleging. All right, so I have to talk about this. If I don't talk about this, then someone said something to me before because I had a show title, and then we got to talking about something else, and they left a comment, and they were like, your show title was deceptive. I was like, it wasn't deceptive. I meant to talk about it, but we didn't get around to it because we were talking about other stuff. All right, so we'll quickly look at the Kirby Joseph odds. Kirby Joseph NFL Defensive Player of the Year odds. This is by Data Scribe, I guess. What the hell? Okay. All right. So with plus 3,000 odds to win the Defensive Player of the Year award this season, Kirby Joseph is one of the favorites for the award, 4th best odds in the NFL. So who has the first best odds? All right, so we're going to go through this. Kirby Joseph, plus 300 odds, 4th best. So you would have to bet 100 to win 3,000. It doesn't give me information on who the other people are. All right, so let's find out who the other people are. Who leads odds for DPOY? All right. So who leads in the odds for the defensive player? Okay. We need NFL. Why would it give me like off the bat NBA? So odds to win the NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Surtain is second currently has the best odds to win NFL Defensive Player of the Year at minus 450. How is he minus 450 and Kirby is plus 3,000 and he's got the fourth best odds? That seems like a lot of distance, right? So if you bet $20 on Surtain to take home the reward, you would stand to win $4.44. And you would return with $24.44 based on those odds. Surtain has an 81.8% chance to win the award. All right. So who's after Surtain? Let's see. So 5 players open in a tier of their own when it comes to NFL Defensive Player of the Year odds. Myles Garrett, arguably the best athlete. So all of these, I think, are from earlier in the season. So we're looking for now. All right. See, I guess it's based on what site you're looking at, because I have Patrick Surtain, TJ Watt, Trey Hendrickson, Andrew Van Ginkel, Myles Garrett, and it doesn't even list Kirby Joseph at all. I don't know how you don't list Kirby Joseph in the odds, just like I don't know how you don't list Kirby Joseph as a Pro Bowl player, just like I don't know how PFF left one Penei Sewell off of the list of best offensive linemen in the NFL. By their own metrics, listen, PFF is I've had my battles with PFF, and I think if you're a Lions fan, you continue to have battles with PFF. PFF has no credibility. They have made up stats. They make up metrics. Speak, okay? Speak put out a tweet yesterday that says, at Joy Taylor Talks believes that moving on from Mike McCarthy would be a mistake for the Cowboys. Fox, please read the room. You should not be clipping Joy Taylor. You should not be clipping Emmanuel Acho. I get it, but, you know, it's in poor taste right now, okay? But anyway, PFF, they've made up stats. I've caught them making up stats. You had Trevor Sikkema go on the heavies to make up a stat about big play throws and talk about tight window throws 20 yards down the field, completely disregarding the fact that Jared Goff is a tight window thrower. Jared Goff will throw the ball into tight windows. Some windows so tight that you're like, that, don't do that, Jared. And you go, no. Yes. Okay. That's the type of window that he throws it into. But now we're PFF saying that Penei Sewell, perennial all-pro Penei Sewell, who it's Penei Sewell and Trent Williams. That's the list. If we're talking about best right tackle, okay, or best tackle in the NFL, Penei Sewell, Trent Williams. List over. Okay? These are the people that everyone is talking about. On this list, above, let me see if I can find it, because I had it. Okay. First team All-Pro offensive line. Jordan Mailata is your left tackle. Quentin Nelson is your left guard. Creed Humphrey is your center. Chris Lindstrom is your right guard. Zach Tom is your right tackle. In what world is Zach Tom better than Kirby Joseph, better than Penei Sewell? In what metrics do you use to say that Zach Tom is better than Penei Sewell? I don't get it. Let's see. I got some things going on in the chat, so let me acknowledge you guys. Phil says, I believe TA has turf toe. They've called it a foot contusion. So I really didn't see what actually happened there. I couldn't figure it out. Future is looking so bright, so Chef has to wear shades. LOL. What up, bro? What up, though, Harpazo? They are the victory buffs. Because all we do is win, so I just always have the victory buffs on. It's just Brian Meadow says he's not going to get it because the media hates Detroit and runs with the narratives that he's a dirty player. Yes, Kirby 100% is dirty because he tackles tight ends in the way that the NFL told him to tackle them. Damn, AG has 4 interviews this week with the Jags, Saints, and 2 other teams. I mean, the Saints is the only one that matters. That's the one that he's tied to. And I believe that's the team that really actually wants him. So, Armenian Man 2.0 says, I thought, was it Pat, Trey, Kirby, Van Ginkel? Like I said, I guess if you're looking at the odds, I guess it's whatever sports book you're looking at. I don't gamble, so I don't know. Who's leading the league in tackles? Who is leading the league in tackles? That is a good question. What up, though, 313 Thug Boss? I haven't looked at X since early morning. Gotta check it after the show. We just better keep hope alive in the playoffs, because if we lose, then that's gonna be the talk of the town. That's gonna be the talk of the nation. That's, ESPN, CNN, CNBC, NBC, MSNBC, all the places that don't even talk about sports going to be talking about the Lions. Yes, right. Something everybody's looking to happen. But all season, everybody's been talking crap about the Lions all over the media all season, and now we clapping back and people mad. Yes, we clap back and people start saying that they're assaulted at Ford Field. Sewell gets beat at times. Do you have any stats for him? I think Sewell has given up minimal pressures, and he's given up 1 or 2 sacks. The person leading the league in interceptions and having the best cover metrics of all the safeties also should be a DPOY candidate. All right, let's see. What are Penei Sewell's? Let's see. Penei Sewell. Stats. So let's see. What are the stats that they use? They just hold on. Let's see. Penei Sewell stats. Okay. Well, they have offensive line penalties, which is okay. They don't have what I'm looking for. All right, NFL.com. Let's see what NFL.com says about Penei Sewell. All right, let's just go old school and just ask the question. All right. Penei Sewell gave up 3 sacks in 2023. All right, here we go. PFF. I hate to use PFF, but I got to use PFF because other places don't have this stuff. Okay, his overall grade in 2024 is 87.5, which is 5th. Okay, his run block grade is 2nd, 90.5. Now they've only given him a 74.1 in his pass block grade, which is 38th. Which, how do you give him that low? All right, season stats. Offensive snaps played, 1,144, which is 2nd. He has 6 penalties and 1,144 snaps. His pass blocking grade is 38th. Are you ready for this? In 1,144 snaps, he has allowed 1 sack. How is his pass blocking grade that low? You see what I mean by PFF? Like, they just... He's allowed 1 sack and 5 hits. And total pressures of 28. Now, let's do some quick math here. So, let's just do the quick math. I'm gonna get to your comments. I just want to do some quick math. What did I say? 1144. I bet I did that backwards. Hold on. He has a 2.4% pressure rate. Okay? He has a 2.4% of his snaps, he gives up a pressure. No, that was from this season. What you know about MJG and 8 Ball? What you know about MJG and 8 Ball? So yes, a right tackle. All right, now again, hold on now. We gotta do some digging. We gotta do some digging. Zach Tom. Okay? Zach Tom. Let's just, hey, this is apples for apples, right? We compare apples for apples. All right. Let's see. We're gonna look at your grades now. Now, they gave Zach Tom a pass blocking grade of 82.1. His run blocking grade is lower than Penei Sewell's. His overall grade, I think Penei was 87.5. He's 87.6. He's played less snaps than Penei. He's played 1068. He's given up 3 sacks. He has 7 penalties to Penei's 6. So he's allowed 2 hits and 24 pressures. So this is what they're doing. They're going, okay, you allowed 3 less hits and 4 less pressures, but you also gave up 2 more sacks. So how many yards does a hit lose? How many yards does a pressure lose? Your quarterback also threw more interceptions than my quarterback. So if we want to, like, I mean, Zach Tom is good, but he's not Penei Sewell. Zach Tom's good, Penei's better. It just makes the most sense, right? Fire Sewell. Tactical Sports says, I would be hard pressed to find one tackle, be it left or right, that's better than Sewell. Yeah, I mean, and then Sewell's, not only are his metrics better than Tom's, but Sewell is just so much more than Tom. He's just so much more, you know? Zeitler is the best run blocker in the league. That's what's up. Wasn't Zeitler supposed to be not as good a run blocker as Jonah Jackson? That's what I was told. Because the media and the world loves the Packers. It makes sense. But I mean, even in a situation where you say Zach Tom allowed, and they did this last year with Penei. They did this last year. They said that Trent Williams was better than Penei and Tristan Wirfs was better than Penei, but both Trent Williams and Tristan Wirfs played less snaps. If you play fewer snaps, Penei played 1144. Zach Tom played 1068. Penei gave up 28 pressures. Zach Tom gave up 24. But you tack on the amount of pressures that he didn't give up because of the amount of snaps that he didn't play. Right? The amount of snaps that he, so what did we say? Penei was 2.4%. All right. So let's see here. Okay. Very slight. It's 2.2%. 2.2%. Okay. But obviously, Zach Tom's sack percentage is going to be much higher. Right? Because he plays less snaps and he's giving up more sacks. So, I mean, if you want to split hairs to try to say that someone is better than Penei, that's what they do all the time. I don't know any NFL player outside of the Packers organization that would rather have Zach Tom than Penei Sewell. Okay? Let me check that. Let me check that. Let's look at the NFL Top 100. Where's the current list? All right. So let's see. Where are the other ones, man? They're giving me the top 10. I don't want to see the top 10. So y'all sending me down a rabbit hole now. Okay. So here's the whole list. All right, here we go. Anyway, that's not searchable, man. But let's see. The shine is falling off the Packers. We broke the coach. Yeah, that coach is in the shambles. Skipper is a giant man, great man. Penei has ran with ball before. He's the best tackle. What would a Lions Super Bowl ring look like? A lot of diamonds, and it's gotta have like a mane of diamonds, right? So you gotta have the joint, and it's gotta have a lion's mane full of diamonds. It's got to. If it doesn't, then they've missed an opportunity. All right. Should I clip our earlier conversation about the Me Too the Me Too movement within the within the Vikings organization, or should I not do that? Put some buffs on the line. That would be crazy. What up, though, Mr. Morale 313? Man, you missed the Me Too conversation, man. You missed it. I'm thinking of clipping it. I don't know if I should. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that's a good idea. But if you put buffs on the lion, that would be like awesome. That would be awesome. Does anybody know who designs the Super Bowl rings? Like, who on the team is most? Because I think like didn't one of the Chiefs one have like when it opens up and there's like some stuff on the inside of it or something? All right, bet. But like I said, guys, if you have not joined the Discord, make sure you smash that link at the top. Join the Discord. Get on in. Get on in. It was hot. What, the conversation, the weather, or the ring? What was your last comment? All right. I gotta go way up, way up. Where was your last comment? The one about the pregnant woman? Yeah, it says Doughboy Steve 100, especially if she was pregnant. Is that the one you're talking about? You found a webpage with all the rings on it? That's what's up. That comment I don't see. Um, hold on. Let me. I know I got the buffs on, but that's not why I can't see the comment. All right. Let's see. Lions need to sign Ben Johnson. If reports are legit, charges filed. When you said you shared me on the community page, that's what at 8:07. All right. The crazy part is that there are no timestamps, so let's see. Nah, Motor City, I don't see it, man. Craig, what up, though, my guy? Where you been at? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hey, Motor City, just if you can just type it in again or copy it and paste it, because I don't. Yeah, but there are no timestamps, so I can't. Let's see. Oh, I don't have timestamps on. Now I've turned them on. Okay. There we go. That makes so much more sense. Okay, so 8:03 p.m. for you would be 12:03 p.m. for me. All right, 12:02, 12:03. So at 12:03, it says Zaire Franklin of the Colts leads the league in tackles. Zaire Franklin is definitely not going to be the defensive player of the year. Yeah, so it's not there. So we have Phil, who's the best dancer on the Lions, and then 313 Thug Boss says, this Detroit, the cream of the world. We always hated on, nothing new. So yeah, at 12:00 or 8:03 p.m. it's not there for me. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, yeah, repost. Craig, man. You found me. You found me. Also, go ahead and where you been looking for me at, though? That's the thing. If you were looking for me over there, there has been a departure, as you can see. Craig, join the Discord, man. As you can probably see, there's things have been changed to different names, and all references have been scrubbed. But my name is probably on the tongue. I know that much. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess Discord is considered social media, but it's not the main type of stuff. It's mostly used as a messaging app, or streamers use it to communicate during gameplay and stuff like that. So that is what that is. So y'all haven't told me. What do y'all think? Should I clip it? Should I put it up? I got the perfect. I got the perfect. I got the perfect thumbnail too. It's gonna have Joy Taylor on it. uh, oh, yeah, I know, Derek. So you said you want more subscribers. Search NFL team name with the word syndicate. Whole YouTube community. Um, Jump in some chats, comments. Some yeah. Um, yeah, I'll ask Derek about it. But yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Derek is a good guy. 100%. Derek is one of the best people I know that I've met as a Lions creator. Um, yeah, I'll start moving around in there, Motor City Maniac, and yeah, start making my rounds. If you want to join my Discord too, feel free. Uh, Trying to get some things pumping. All right, peeps. I'm gonna go ahead and who's unique, Derek? One thing I can say about Derek is he's got integrity. Oh, you live on the west side? That's what's up. I currently live in Australia. I used to live on the east side though. Yeah, I do most of my watching in the morning. I just be listening and stuff. Um, but I need to do. I probably need to do some collabs with him. Um, I'm gonna have to get a schedule together because I was with Herman the other day. Easy was trying to get me on with Herman yesterday. I was like, dude, I'm live. I can't go live when I'm already live. Unless you're going to put me in via satellite. Like, joining us for a few minutes, taking a break from his stream, and then he's going to go back. All right. I don't think it works that way. That would be pretty dope, though, for sure. Like, if they could pull me in with my audience already there, and then that would be cool. So film review is not something that I tried to do one before, and I'm just not comfortable doing it on air. Like if I was, because it's just too much. So I would probably have to, and I'll probably do this during the off season. I was thinking about it, just kind of figuring out how I'm going to review the film, like what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, and then I would do it. Right? So like people like All 22, that's what he does. So that's the space that he's in. I can do it, but like I said, talking about it, I like to be entertaining, you know what I mean? I like to make references to stuff. I like to remind people that
the champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
I'm gonna have to add more stuff to my soundboard. I have to add some Friday stuff, probably some Dave Chappelle stuff. Definitely some Dave Chappelle stuff. Dave Chappelle's definitely gonna be on. You know, I'm not the biggest Kevin Hart fan, but you know. Hold on.
Darkness, everybody! Everyone! Darkness is spreading!
Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be
Unity!
Sometimes, you know, the Lions creators, we just need a little bit of
Unity!
oh, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. I gotta figure out. I guess I'm gonna clip that conversation. If y'all don't see me ever again, just know that they came for me. Just know that they came for me. Just know that they canceled me. Definitely, Joy Taylor is a good hashtag to use, and if you can throw that in there, you know, it's good. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna make the effort. I may kill my career before it starts. Yeah, I tried to do a film review before. It wasn't like on live. It was on video. I just didn't like the way it came out. And then you got to get like, because everything is on the computer. That's what I'm thinking. So I would have to have like, what is there a tool that y'all use where y'all can like rewind real quick, or you know what I mean? Or are you just downloading them from? Because I use Game Pass. I don't know if I can. I'm sure I can download from Game Pass. It would make sense that I could, right? So yeah, it was just that within the season. Like I hadn't figured that out yet, so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna leave that till later in the off season, because I'll still have Game Pass. Then I can go through this stuff and kind of work on how I'm going to review the film and break it down, and then I'll start putting that out there. Yeah, that's what's up. Craig, man, come back tomorrow, man. You know, same time, same place. You can find me 7 p.m. Eastern. You know what it is. I haven't left the time spot. You know, I haven't left the time slot. I'm still here. Now you know. Yeah, we'll break it down. Like I said, Motor City, just join the Discord, man, and we'll chop it up too off air. So Joseph Dion is a busy man, Mr. Morale, and I cannot keep up with Joseph Dion. Joseph Dion has an encyclopedia of everything. If I tried to break down film with Dose, I'd just be sitting up there like, yeah, and he throwed the ball. I'd be like Emmitt Smith. Oh, he got blowed up. You said you thought film came with Sunday ticket. I don't know. I don't have Sunday ticket. I have Game Pass. As an international customer, I have to have Game Pass. And Game Pass has all the film, Coach's film. Yeah, sometimes he does talk too fast. But Spirit of Detroit, I am in because I do some stuff for LNU as well at times, so I'm familiar with Spirit of Detroit. All right, Motor City Maniac, man. We'll see you around, man. Like I said, join the Discord. We chop it up. Everybody else knows. Let me open up my Discord now. The more people join, the more I will remember that I need to open things. See, I had somebody in the Discord send me a message, send me a video from the game, and I didn't even know. Because I got to do better. I got to do better. All right, man. I appreciate all of you guys for coming through, hanging out once again. It's been fun. If you don't see me, just know that they came for me. I'm going to chop up that video and post it. But, you know, the Motor City Cats back at it, came to give you stats, not static, whatever you do. I can't tell you what to do. But if you want to take my advice, make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. And we are out of here.